All right, what's up, you guys? Brian here with a real quick recap of what went down tonight at AEW's All Out Toronto. I'm going to give a quick rundown of what happened and give my thoughts on the entire show and which matches I thought are worth checking out if you did not see the show this evening. We started off on the pre-show, which was the AEW Tailgate Brawl 0 hour pre-show. We saw Samoa Joe and Powerhouse Hobbs victorious in tag team competition against the Workhorsemen. Daniel Garcia, the newest member of the Death Riders, he defeated Katsuyori Shibata, who is 1/3 of the Trios champions, along with Samoa Joe and Powerhouse Hobbs. Daniel Garcia picking up the win over Shibata in one-on-one action. Hologram, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, they were victorious over Preston Vance, Griff Garrison, and Cole Carter of the Frat House. And then to top off the 0 hour, the pre-show, Willow Nightingale, Queen Aminata, Harley Cameron, and Mina Shirakawa defeated Penelope Ford, Megan Bayne, Sky Blue, and Julia Hart in a tailgate brawl, in an 8-woman tag team tailgate brawl to cap off the hour pre-show. So then we move on to the main show itself. The opening contest was a tag team match that saw Cope and Christian defeat FTR when Cope pinned, I believe it was Cash Wheeler, if I'm not mistaken. Afterwards, after the match, or I should say during this match, Stokely Hathaway, FTR's manager, would get involved. We would then see an appearance by Cope's wife, Beth Copeland, or Beth Phoenix for any WWE fans. She would come out, deliver a spear to Stokely Hathaway, and then carry him to the back, making him not a non-factor. So that happened during the match. After the match, Nick Wayne and Mother Wayne would appear on the stage, distracting Cope, Beth, and Christian. That allowed FTR to jump them from behind, and they would Kip Sabian would handcuff Cope to the middle rope, and FTR would proceed to not only hit a spike piledriver on Christian Cage, leaving him laying, but they would also deliver a spike piledriver to Beth Copeland as well, leaving her laying until Cope got free to check on his wife. Eddie Kingston was victorious over Big Bill at All Out this evening. As after the match, Brian Keith and Big Bill would double team Eddie Kingston until Hook made the save. Mark Briscoe got revenge on that egotistical loudmouth MJF in a tables and tacks match. And this was a very This was another match with, as well as the Cope and Christian versus FTR tag team match that opened the show. Mark Briscoe and MJF is a match I would recommend checking out if you did not see All Out Toronto this evening. The Gates of Agony, Toa Leona and Bishop Khan, they teamed up with Ricochet, and they were victorious over the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP in a trios match that I was actually surprised that they came out with the victory. I thought the Hurt Syndicate for sure was going to get revenge and win this match, but it was not the case. Mercedes Moné is still your TBS champion as she defeated Riho to retain her championship. Kazuchika Okada is still the AEW Unified Champion. He defeated Konosuke Takeshita and CMLL's Mascara Dorada in a three-way match. Jon Moxley defeated Darby Allin in a coffin match with the help of Death Rider member and returning from injury, none other than Pac, who came out and literally beat down Darby Allin, put him in a body bag, and then put the body bag in the coffin, and then Moxley kicked the lid of the coffin closed, and that was it for that one. Afterwards, the other members of the Death Riders, Marina Shafir, Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli, Daniel Garcia, they would come out and they would carry the coffin from the ring to the back. And we would find out a little bit later on what they were going to do, what they wanted to do. Well, what Moxley wanted to do. I'll get into that in just a little bit. Chris Statlander is your new AEW Women's World Champion. She won the title this evening at All Out Toronto, winning a four-way match over Tekla, Jamie Hayter, and the defending champion Timeless Toni Storm, when she pinned Toni Storm to win the championship. So a big congratulations for Chris Statlander winning the AEW Women's World Championship in a four-way match that I actually thought was really good as well. Let's see. Also, Brody King and Bandito, otherwise known as Brodito, are still your AEW World Tag Team Champions, winning a four-way ladder match, defeating Jet Speed, which was Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight, as well as two members of the Don Callis family, Josh Alexander and Hechicero, as well as the Young Bucks, who were really confident they were going to walk out as the new tag team champions and get that redemption and redeeming themselves after having such a terrible couple months since losing their EVP position back at, I think it was All In London or All In Wembley or something like that. I forget what it was. Or All In Texas, whatever it was. I forget which event it was. But congratulations to Brodito on retaining their AEW Tag Team titles. Afterwards, the Young Bucks, feeling dejected, feeling bad that they lost, would be confronted by their old friend Jack Perry, and he would go after both of the Young Bucks. Rocky Romero would grab him. He would go after Rocky Romero, but then the Young Bucks would hit a double super kick. They would go for the EVP trigger, but the lights would go out. We would see a video play showing Jack Perry pulling a coffin out of a grave and driving his bus with the coffin attached to the back, driving it down a road. We would then see him being like in a hospital room, taking care of a patient. They would then show that it was Luchasaurus that he was taking care of. Lights come back on, the video ends, lights come back on, and Luchasaurus is standing behind the Young Bucks. He would grab both of them, lift them up and chokeslam both of them, and then Jack Perry and Luchasaurus would hug and reunite, and it looks like, I believe their names were, their tag team name was Jurassic Express. I could be wrong. If anybody knows, please leave in the comments below. But they reunited as a team. So that was it for that. They did announce that this Wednesday night on Dynamite, there's going to be a trios match. Kazuchika Okada, Konosuke Takeshita, and Hechicero are going to team up to face Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, and a mystery Mark Briscoe hologram and a mystery partner that they kind of spoiled that it's going to be Orange Cassidy coming back. We'll have to wait and see. There was a backstage segment involving Jon Moxley where he told the other members of the Death Riders to leave. He was going to finish off Darby's coffin, but Darby, of course, jumping out of the coffin, went after Moxley. He would put him in a body bag, would proceed to set it on fire, and then before staff would come in with fire extinguishers to put out the flames. So that was pretty much it for that. And then in the main event, Hangman Adam Page retained his AEW World Championship over a very game Kyle Fletcher in a match that Kyle Fletcher said there was not going to be any outside interference, that if there was any outside interference, not only would he lose the match, but he would give up his TNT Championship as well. So Kyle Fletcher really brought his A game, and he almost defeated Hangman Adam Page, but in the end, Hangman was not going to be denied, and he is still your AEW World Champion. So a big congratulations to Hangman Adam Page as well for his victory tonight at All Out Toronto. So the matches that I would recommend checking out for anyone that did not see All Out this evening: Cope and Christian versus FTR, Mark Briscoe and MJF, the Coffin match with Moxley and Darby. Pretty much I would recommend checking out the entire show and judging for yourself. I thought it was a really good show. So, that's just my opinion. I thought it was a really good show this evening. So, with that in mind, for those of you that watched All Out this evening, let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments below. This has been my AEW All Out Toronto recap. As always, I am Brian, and I will see you next time. See ya.